भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता. The Indian Penal Code is now replaced by the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. The Evidence Act is now replaced by the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Under the Bharatiya Nyaya Suraksha Samhita, the inspection of the crime scene must be videographed. What impact does the BNSS have on existing bail provisions? Bail provisions still exist and have not been removed. What impact does the Bharatiya Nyaya Suraksha Samhita have on existing bail provisions? Bail provisions still exist and have not been removed. Which principle regarding the status of the accused remains unchanged under the BNSS? The presumption of innocence. According to the BNSS reforms, video recording is used during investigation to ensure transparency. Why is videography required for crime scene inspection under the BNSS? To improve transparency and evidence collection. Why is videography required for crime scene inspections under the BNSS? To improve transparency and evidence collection. Which act introduced technology-based reforms to the criminal justice system in 2023? Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita. Does the BNSS change the fundamental principle of innocent until proven guilty? No. The requirement for videographing statements of sexual assault victims is a change to criminal procedure. The requirement for videographing statements of sexual assault victims is a change to criminal procedure. One reason for mandating video recorded statements is to increase the reliability of evidence in courts. One reason for mandating video recorded statements is to increase the reliability of evidence in courts. The Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita replaces the Code of Criminal Procedure. The Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita replaces the Code of Criminal Procedure. The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita replaces the Indian Penal Code. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita replaces the Indian Penal Code. The Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam replaces the Evidence Act. What reform was introduced to reduce the occurrence of forced confessions in police custody? Introduction of video recorded confessions. Under the BNSS, video recording is mandatory for the recording of statements of victims of sexual assault. What is the primary role of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita within the 2023 legal reform? To govern criminal procedure and introduce technology-based reforms. Does the BNSS establish a presumption of guilt to replace the presumption of innocence? No. The use of videography in investigations is intended to reduce coercion by the police. What replaced the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973? The Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita 2023. The IPC was replaced by Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita के द्वारा. What is the status of bill rights under the new BNSS legislation? Bill rights still exist and have not been scrapped. The requirement to videograph crime scene inspection is intended to enhance the transparency of evidence collection. Which 2023 Act contains the rules for the inspection of crime scene? The Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita. The Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita targets the modernization of the justice system through technology-based reforms. The Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita targets the modernization of the justice system through technological reforms. Which act provides the legal framework for video recording statements in criminal investigations? The Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita. By mandating videography, the BNSS seeks to provide courts with more reliable digital evidence.